The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Whether you're new to sales or a lifetime veteran, the Blackbelt Sales Podcast will sharpen your sword and guide you to master the art of sales. And now, here's your host, the ninja himself, Gene Slade.
What's up, my ninjas? Good to see you today. Thanks for tuning in on a late night podcast with us. I know that I usually do during the day, but this one is scheduled for the evening, and we're going to see if you guys like evenings or mornings better. I've got a special guest with me today. I'm going to introduce him in a moment. If you are joining us live today, will you please just type live down in the comments? And if you're joining us on a replay, will you please just type replay in the comments? Do it for me. I appreciate it. It helps me to see when we're actually getting this engagement and helps us to measure how much effort we should put into the channel. So I've got Jordan Harrison with me today, and Jordan is a content creator, does a lot of his stuff on TikTok, but he actually services the HVAC business and the HVAC business exclusively right now. So I know that I've got a lot of business owners on my page. I know that you guys would love, have you ever considered that you have your own TV channel? Do you know what that would have cost you like 20, 30 years to have? Do you know that it would have been like 7 or 8 figures for you to put everything together that you would need to put together with what you can do on a little device that you put in your pocket every single day? And inside of our Lead Ninja Mastermind, we've got tons of contractors and technicians in there. And a lot of times we're talking to the contractors about how do we get more leads and how can we get more leads without spending money, right? You've got a little bit of time on your hands. Everybody's got 2 or 3 minutes a day where they could turn that little TV around, that recording studio, and just record a message and get known by people. Something I want you to remember is that if they don't know you, they can't flow you. Right? What is that? GC says that. What does that mean? It means if they don't know you, how can they do business with you? Right? You guys have got something special to offer. And most of you, especially the ones that are my clients, you guys are at a higher level than most other contractors in the area. And you've got to figure out a way to get your message out. So I wanted to bring Jordan on and have him give you some tips. We've even got a quiz for you, a content creation quiz, and a very, very special gift for the contractors that stay until the end. I know that the number one reason that you guys are not doing video content creation is because of that blinking cursor. Do you guys know what I mean? I have to write stuff sometimes, content and stuff. And the worst part about doing it is getting started. What do I say first? But once a line or two start to come out, it starts to become easier. So I'm going to spoil alert right now. If you've got to get off right now, I'd like you to stay until the end because there's going to be a lot of massive value bombs dropped in here. So please share the page also right now because there's some other owners that need to hear what's about to be dropped. But if you stay until the end, Jordan is going to give you 20 different subjects and content things that you as an HVAC contractor can get that, blinking cursor to stop, right? He's going to get you started on what videos to shoot so that you can begin to build and attract your audience, okay? You can either spend big bucks, $200, $300, $400, $500 a lead, or you can start to generate stuff organically and become a celebrity in your own community, all right? So with that, I want to welcome Jordan Harrison to the show. Say what's up, Jordan.
What's up?
Jordan, you've been creating content in this arena for about 2.5 years, right? But you were creating content since 2006, right?
Yeah. So started out content creation journey with video and on the digital marketing side back in 2006, creating videos in the public education space and educating students and people on different subjects, whatever it is, right? Because to me, content, that's what it is education first. So I did that since 2006. and grew brands in the education side for probably 10 years. And when social media got bigger, and then decided, and pandemic hit, right? Pandemic hit everybody, and decided to spend more time home with my family. Gene, you can understand that.
Amen.
And I was like, you know what? I need to make a change. So I took all my expertise in creating videos and educating and put it into the business world. So when I started, though, people are like, well, how do you know what industry you want to help? I said, well, the one industry that to me that made sense was the contracting space, especially HVAC. I've got a cousin. I'm sorry, my best friend, his uncle owns an HVAC business. I've got almost everybody around me or can do anything with contracting. And so I know contracting space has the most difficult time with social media, the most difficult time getting on camera. I'm like, all right, that's an industry that needs help, and that's something I can do. So that's why I was like, you know what, let's just jump into this here. Let's show these guys how to create content, how to build a brand on social media. And I think it's only going to get it's going to be more of a necessity as we go, because Google's going to get more expensive. SEO is going to get more expensive. And
nothing seems to be going down anymore, does it?
No, but they let you post for free on social media.
Right.
You post free with and you got a phone, and they're constantly, and I like to follow Apple for these things. So there's a reason why Apple keeps updating the camera. It's because they know that user generated content. So that's one-on-one face content is going to be the most powerful thing in the next 2 to 5 years. And that's what people are following and attracted to. So there's a huge just gap in the market for contractors to just get on camera. It doesn't have to be fancy, just getting on camera. So
I've spent very little on marketing efforts myself in building Lead Ninja, like very little money, but a lot of time, a lot of editing, a lot of that stuff. And so, guys, you don't necessarily always have to spend money. Money will accelerate the process for sure, but you don't have to have money in order to generate leads. Okay. Hey, we've got a quiz. I asked Jordan to put together a content creation quiz for you guys, and I wanted to see how many of you guys can get these answers right. And I don't have the answers right now. The paper that I'm holding does not have the answers. So I'm going to guess along with you guys. So if you will, as we go through these 5 questions, there's only 5, okay? Please put in the answers to your questions. They're multiple choice. We made it easy for you guys as technicians and contractors, okay? All right, easy for me really is what we made it. So ready? Here's question number 1, and please chime into the comments, okay? What is the primary purpose of video content in a marketing strategy? What is the primary purpose of video content in a marketing strategy? Is it A, to entertain? Is it B, to educate? Is it C, to persuade? Or is it D, to inform? I'm going to give you those one more time. Is it to entertain? Is the purpose of video content in a marketing strategy? Is it to entertain people? Is it to educate them? Is it to persuade them? Or is it to inform them? All right. Let's see the answers down below in the comments. All right. Somebody gets all 5 right, I'm going to give you a special gift, an extra gift that I don't give everybody else. Okay. Question number 2. Why is video content important for marketing? Might seem like a simple question, but really, why is it important for marketing? Let's see our multiple choice questions. Number 1, it's more engaging. It's a more engaging form of content. It allows you to convey more information in less time. That's B. Okay. C is it can help you humanize your brand. And then D is all the above. All right. I'm going to give you the question one more time. Why is video content important for marketing? Number 1, A, it's a more engaging form of content. Is it B, it allows you to convey your more information in less time? Is it C, it can help you to humanize your brand? Or is it D, all the above? Question number 3, make sure you put your answers down in the comments, okay? Question number 3, you should post content on your Google business profile. A, true, B, false. Just put true or false. You don't got to put A or B, okay? True or false? You should post content on your Google business profile. Question number 4. What is the ideal? There's gonna be some debate here, right? What's the ideal length for a marketing video? I'm guessing that this has changed over the last couple of years. Okay, is it 30 seconds? Is it 1 minute? Is it 2 minutes? Or is it 3 minutes? What is the ideal length of a marketing video? No cheating, okay? No Googling and stuff. No getting off. No, just give us your answers, okay? 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes. And last question. Are you ready for it? Drum roll, please. We don't have sound effects on this podcast yet. What type of equipment do you need to get started creating video content? Do you need A, a high-end camera? B, do you need a tripod? C, do you need a smartphone or a webcam? Or D, none of the above? What is it? What type of equipment do you need to get started? High-end camera, tripod, smartphone or webcam, or none of the above? That could be a trick question. I don't know. We'll see. So I've got a couple questions for you. How many, and then we're going to go back to the quiz. You guys make sure you fill in all your answers, okay? And then we'll come right back to you. You ready? How many ads or posts per day should a contractor be running? And when I say ads or posts, to me, if you're posting something, that can be, anything can be an ad, because at the end you can have a call to action. Hey, if you need any help with anything like this, reach out to us here, right? Even if it's for informational purpose or whatever. So how many ads, if I'm a contractor, is ideal for me to run per day?
I would minimally have at least one content post a day on at least 3 platforms, ideally, so that and that's 7 days a week. It's not 5, not business days, 7.
Which platforms though?
Okay, for HVAC, and I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, Facebook.
Okay.
You will dominate. You can dominate on Facebook with HVAC on being primary. Secondary would be Instagram. Third, although some people don't call it a social platform, is Google Business Profile. Like, those are the 3 that you can post content on, all 3.
Name them again.
So, number 1, Facebook. You can win the day. You can love it or hate it.
Number 2?
Instagram.
Number 3?
Google Business Profile.
Okay. I think we might have just given away one of the answers to one of the questions.
Maybe.
All right. So you would do one on each of those platforms as opposed to doing 3 on Facebook?
Yes.
Would you do more than one on Facebook if you had the energy?
Yeah. If the more you can post, the better, because if you look, no matter what you can do to try to hack the algorithms, your followers and people that see your content are only about 10 to 15% are going to see it daily. So if you can post twice a day, post twice a day. I post 1 to 5 times a day on 3 platforms.
And that's not going to double your engagement necessarily, but it should get you some more bandwidth, right?
Yeah, it just gives you more opportunities to get in front of your customers for free. So that's why I say if you have, I talk a lot about if you have employees or service techs, if you can get everybody posting 1 video a day for your company, if you're comfortable, obviously there's things that go with it. But if you're getting more than 1 video a day or more than 1 post a day going out from different people in your company that serve your customers in different ways, that's a massive impact. And it's only the amount of bandwidth it takes to do it is simple. It's just picking up your phone. So, to me, if you can at least 1 post a day on 3 platforms, and then if you can do more, I always say do more. Google Business Profile, you can do it once. Instagram once. Facebook, if you're going to do more on Facebook.
Got it. So 1 on the other platforms, you can do multiples on Facebook, and that should get us in front of more people. Now, if I'm a contractor, I'm thinking, holy cow, 1 a day. If I'm even doing it 5 days a week, that's 250 videos a year. Let's say that I was to commit to doing 250 videos, and I'm not, right? But let's say that I was willing to commit to that. Is there any point at which I can just recycle this content and put it back on Facebook again, maybe delete it and then put it back on, or how does that work?
So I actually encourage it, because you're going to have times where the engagement just sucks and you can't explain it. There's an algorithm change, seasonal, whatever it is. And so usually what I do, like when I have clients, if the content's not engaging or just not getting a lot of reach, there's not a lot of people, getting call to actions, we will take old content that did really well and we will repost it. We'll change the copy a little bit, but we'll repost it, and that tends to kind of jumpstart everything again. So yes, absolutely. I usually say give it like 4 months, and then you can recycle.
And so you're saying you make tweaks, you make adjustments, you make changes so that Facebook or whatever else's algorithm is picking up that it's not the same content? Is that why?
Right. Yeah, mostly in the copy. So whatever you put above the words, you make a slight change there. And thanks to, and we'll probably talk about this a little bit, ChatGPT, if you have somebody in front office or in-house just posting content for you, you can make those changes super easy with inputting it into that software now that's free to everybody at the moment, and just have them tweak it for you and rewrite the copy for you, and then just post the same video, or pictures work just as well.
So are you saying that I need to change a certain percentage of the stuff in the body of the copy of the post, or I need to put a different heading up at the top with capital letters or something creative or something different, or both?
Yeah. If you're going to change anything, change the hook or the headline, change the first minutes, and then the rest can be the same as long as it's matching what's going with the video. Yeah.
Got it. So it can be same concept, but it needs to be reworded.
Yep.
Got
Absolutely.
it. Cool. Hey guys, listen, if you've got a question while I've got him here on the air, you want to put it down in the comments. Okay. If you've got a question about content creation for Jordan, you're not going to get these opportunities very often. You will have an opportunity at the end of the show to reach out to him. And I'm assuming that the first, you're kind of like me, the first appointment, you're like a drug dealer, it's free.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, cool. Awesome. Can you give me 3 examples of what some of these videos should be about?
Yeah. First, you need to have whatever the most frequently asked questions you get in the field is, whether you're in sales, service tech, or whatever. You know what's being asked the most. If you've had at least a year experience, you know what people are asking the most. The first thing is find what people are asking you the most and answer that question. All right. So whether it be like, it can even be the question of how much is it going to cost me? Or, and I'm trying to think of other ones off the top of hand. So frequently asked questions first. Second thing would be,
how much is a new heating and air conditioning system?
How much is one? Give them a range. If they're doing a single stage system, what is it? $5,000? Or me, I got a multi-stage, it's 15 grand, depending on where you live.
So like, it just pops into my head right now. Like if I owned an HVAC business and we were having this conversation, like I'm going to turn my phone around and I'm going to go, hey, this is Gene Slade with ABC Heating and Cooling. A lot of my clients want to know, how much is a new heating and air conditioning system? Would you believe that I've had clients spend as much as $45,000 on a new highly efficient heating and air conditioning system with all new ductwork, all of the fancy indoor air quality products and stuff like that they've got. And I've also had people spend as much or as little as maybe $5,000. But most people tend to fall in between the $10,000 to $15,000 range. If you're ever looking for a quote, you want to figure out exactly how much it costs. We offer free, no obligation quotes. We'll come out there. It takes us about 2 hours. We run your house through some computers, do some special stuff. You'll be really impressed. You'll love us. And we even have really easy payment plans. We appreciate you. Give us a call if you need any help, or stay tuned for the next video on how to keep, that's it.
It's effective. And it takes the sticker shock off on people who may be shopping around.
It's called price conditioning, guys.
Yeah.
Keep going, man. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I do that.
No. It's fine. Yeah. So to me, number one thing is always ask. If you have no clue, frequently asked question. Number 2 thing would be talk about the most common symptoms that people experience when you go out to their home to fix their AC. Like
somebody put the most common symptoms that people experience when they're having problems down below, and I'll see if I can create another video for you that you can just copy again. Okay, yeah, like I just did with my phone. Yeah,
and I say symptoms over problems. You don't want to say, well, the heat pump's out, right? Or like they're not gonna have a clue. Or depending on where you are, if you got a furnace up north, but down south like we are, we've got heat pumps. So
yeah, every time the air conditioner kicks off, are you hearing like a really screeching, squealing sound? That's one of the most common things that we get. And then boom, you can have a conversation about it.
Yeah, and even better if you're on video at a house with a customer that's having that problem and you can demonstrate that sound, it's way more impactful. So to me, that's the second thing. And when we say symptoms, because that's relatable and that's what's going to win on content, is if you're being relatable to customers. And the only thing they're going to relate to is, oh yeah, that's what it sounds like. Oh yeah, it keeps cycling on and off. It just shuts on and shuts off. Oh, my power bill jumped double. All these things are relatable. They get that. Then you can start diagnosing problems. So
have you seen, I'm out here at Mrs. Jones's house, and the reason I'm out here is because she said that her power bill doubled. Have you found that your energy bills have been going up and up and up?
Oh, I lost him again.
My internet connection obviously is troubled. Am I still good?
You're back now.
Beautiful. Again, you can pay for the best and you don't always get the best, do you?
Yeah.
Like my face gets red every time that happens because the anger builds up. Anyhow, I'm going to just move on to the next question, okay? How many times should I shoot and, well, now I'm not going to ask that question because I could mess up some of the quiz questions. We're going to get right back to the quiz in just a minute, guys. Remember, if you've got a question, post it below. You're going to answer that question too with your with what we were talking about at the end. Okay, cool. Let's go back to our quiz. Okay, let's see how many of you guys got right. See how smart you guys are compared to me. I'm going to give you my answer. You guys can put your answers below if this is the first time you're hearing the content creation quiz, okay? I'm going to tell you what my answer is. Number one, what is the primary purpose of video content in a marketing strategy? Is it to entertain, to educate, to persuade, or to inform? D, to inform, is what John Tom says. Put it back up there, baby. I want to see it because I'm going to tell you that, in my opinion, it's infotainment. I would mix D with A. What is the correct answer?
So I say B, to educate.
To educate.
And the reason, and this, that's why content's always a mix of things. And here's why: because people are so well informed. And when we say, let me clarify two things: educate and inform. Informing people is about telling them about your products and services and what you offer.
Okay.
They already know that because they can see your content. They see that you're an HVAC company, right? To educate is to educate them on the symptoms that they're going through and experiencing. So if you educate first, that's going to catch them as being relatable. You can do it if you can do it in an entertaining way that's persuasive, that's even better. But education first with content marketing. Oh, I lost you. There we are.
So I'm going to stand right next to this freaking door. Like, I don't know what to do, man. So continue. You said you're talking about educating.
Yeah, I say educate first. Now, that is what I study, in my opinion, and what I put in my own content, and it works. So I practice the same strategy. So it's educating on problems or solutions and symptoms, and then give them the solution. So education first, and that's because people have the internet. They can look up information anywhere. So they want to know what their problem is and how they're going to solve it. It's part of the customer journey, and that's how you build it out in the content. Now, if you could do it in an entertaining way, fantastic. If you can do it in a persuasive way, fantastic. But when you get to the solution part of it, so after you've educated them on the problem, from the experience, the symptoms they're experiencing, then you can inform them, hey, this is what the problem is. This is what we offer. So I call it a problem solution content strategy. That's what I implement. That's what our clients implement. It works really well.
Awesome. Question number 2. Why? Hang on a second. This guy's calling me like crazy. I can't talk to you right now, John. I'm sorry. Why is video content important for marketing? Number 1, A, it's a more engaging form of content. B, it allows you to convey more information in less time. C, it can help you to humanize your brand. D, all the above. I'm going with D, all the above. We need an applause, baby.
D, it is.
D, it is. Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, It's people are consuming TikTok and Reels more than anything else. Even Amazon is moving into, they have Amazon influencers now that move into, that are creating videos around products. Like they're literally paying people to create videos about products because that's what's working and that's what people are buying. So if you're engaging on video, they're going to be more trusting too. They see your personality, they see how you act, they see everything about you, they get to like you, and those are the people that are going to reach out to you. That's the engaging side. Like you said, or like it said on there, more information in less time. I can get right to the point, which you should on video. And then it helps humanize your brand. You put a human person, a human connection, which you need to have to get somebody to trust you before they buy from you. It allows you to do all things with video.
I love it. Beautiful. Question number 3. You guys ready? You should post content on your Google business profile. I'm saying true because I heard you say it a minute ago.
Yes. True it is. Google business profile, and I'm not an SEO guru by any means, so I'm not going to attest to all the different things that Google does, but it is very effective, and your SEO companies will ask you to do this, to be posting and putting content inside your Google business profile. It can be done in 3 different ways. One, it's offered as an update. Hang on a second.
If you've got a Google business profile, put GBP down in the comments. I want to see the people that actually do have. And if you don't have one, put in I don't have one. Okay. And I might be able to convince Jordan to give you some information, maybe shoot a video on how to actually get that all set up and what the important parts are. Okay. So put GPB if you've got one, or put I don't have one in the comments if you don't have a Google business page. Okay. Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
Yep. So it helps. It's a weight factor in rankings for Google Maps, because the things I do know about SEO, if people are searching for your business, first thing that pops up is Google local service ads. Second thing is Google Maps. And when that Google business profile shows up on the maps, they're going to be looking for relative content. So if you're putting out educational content that people are searching for, then they're going to find your content boosting you up first, because the keywords are inside your copy. The keywords are inside the photos, the videos that you're posting, whatever. So all that's going inside there. So that's why it's important to, even if you just copy and paste what you're putting on Facebook or Instagram, that you put that same content inside Google Business Profile. It's super helpful, because then people will search your stuff and they're going to see it. When they click on your profile, they scroll down just a little bit further, and down there it shows all the posts and all the updates. So post it as an update. It has a call to action button that you can add to it. So you can say, learn more, send them to your website, or give us a call. It'll do a direct call button to call you
or
directly.
Send them to a landing page or a funnel or something like that, right?
Yeah, I would say landing page. I said website, but I would say landing page, unless if you have a really good one built out that it's designed as a landing page. But other than that, yep. So posting content in Google Business Profile is underrated, and people aren't doing it.
Okay, good to know. What is the ideal length? Question number 4. What is the ideal length of a marketing video? Is it A, 30 seconds, B, 1 minute, C, 2 minutes, minutes,
Minuets.
2 minuets, and or is it D, 3 minuets?
I just saw that.
I'm gonna say it's 3 minuets.
It is.
It used to be like 7.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that I would guess 90 seconds. I'd guess E, 90 seconds.
Yeah, it's B, 1 minute.
1 minute.
You can get a lot of information out in 1 minute, and it'd be highly effective. So if you look, if you see most of my content, it lands around the 1 minute mark. So I follow content creators myself, obviously, because that's, I continue to study the craft. It changes all the time. And every single one of them is like 1 minute videos. That's what's working well with short form videos, TikToks, Reels, and that's the most effective at the moment.
And are you seeing the Reels as being the most effective right now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm experiencing some of the same thing. The challenge that I'm having is condensing my content. Right? Like I sit there and I go, how can I even possibly get anything out in 60 seconds? Right? And I've shot a couple of them, and they've gotten more views than any video that I've ever shot on Facebook.
Yeah.
I said shot, and I've been hanging around Florida too long.
Yeah. Well, and if you've got longer videos, don't disregard YouTube. Like if you've got really good videos that's explaining something that's longer than, I'd say, a minute and a half, let's say 2 minutes, which can be, you can put them in YouTube channel, put them in a playlist, and put them on there. That's another platform that's underrated. People just aren't using YouTube well. And now there's a lot of SEO implications there, where you can create videos that are really good, educational. If you have a marketing person or in-house.
Big time. I mean, because who owns YouTube, guys?
Google.
Right? They're going to prioritize that content, that video content in SEO, no?
Exactly. And you look at, is it Fox Family Heating and Air, I think out in California. He's got a big channel that he posts content on, and he gets leads from posting videos on YouTube. And you can do the same. It's like anything else. It takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. But it's also evergreen. So when you put a good educational video there, you can take it, and like we talked about before, you can reshare it another time, and you're never going to lose it.
So guys, do reels. Do reels is what we're saying. Reels they're really pumping them out right now. They're giving you lots of visibility and lots of exposure. I can't tell you that that's going to be the case 12 months from now. Okay, could be some other feature that comes up. And just so you know, when these new features come up on these social platforms, they incentivize you to use them by giving you more reach and showing it to more people. There's less people doing it. Once everybody jumps on the bandwagon, it's harder to get the reach. Okay, so take advantage of the new features. It's like stories when it came out, right? All right, question number 5. What type of equipment do you need to get started creating video content? A, high-end camera. B, tripod. Yeah, tripod. C, a smartphone or a webcam. And D, none of the above. I'm going to say you need number C.
Yep. C it is.
That's all you need. You've already got it.
Yeah. The big thing about the smartphones now, they all shoot 4K. They all, at least the iPhones, I know the Galaxy S22s as well. They shoot, their equivalent is Ultimate or UHD. So shooting in 4K, shooting in, if you don't have a lot of movement, shooting in 30 FPS or 30 frames per second, you can change all those settings with a push of a button.
Right.
You can do cinematic where it gives you a nice blurry background if you want to do that. Like if you haven't,
we started experimenting with that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you've got all those things you can do. Like if you're doing an interview or like a one-on-one talking about, an employee's, you're highlighting an employee or something. It's just an interview. You do a little blurry background. If you're in the field and you got your phone and you're right here and you're talking about the AC unit behind you, take that blurry background off and just keep it as a 4K. And then that way it's going to be, it's easier to edit on the back end, one, but then two, it's right there. The cameras are super nice. You don't have to buy a high-end Sony, or have a video person follow you around and shooting video like Grant Cardone. You don't have to have those. You've got one in your pocket.
Yeah, and they make little things that you can put the thing on, right? But you know what? It's almost useless, right? Just grab the phone, turn it around, and shoot your video. Make sure if you're going to post it like on something like this, regular post, Facebook post, you want to go landscape, you want to go sideways, right? For Reels, you're going to go up and down. Or for Instagram, you're going to have to go up and down for most of that stuff, right?
Instagram, yeah, I would say do vertical, like a reel, because they're pushing everything reels now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Do we have any questions from the audience, baby? Are there any questions that have come up, or are they being just, sitting in the stands instead of getting on the court today? I'm going to give 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Britt Moore, thank you, and you're welcome, big dog. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, Britt Moore. I'm just getting all kinds of good love over here on my text messages. All right. Did we get anybody that answered all of them correctly? If you're still here and you answered them all correctly, I need you to put me in the comments, or put I did in the comments. All right. I want to know if anybody got them all right. if you got a couple of them right, just put how many you got right down in the comments. And maybe if nobody got them all right, we'll give the present to the person that got the most. Okay. Jordan, if they want to reach out to you, is there like a free consult type of deal? We said that if the people stayed to the end, we were going to give them 20 different ways to start a video from a creative perspective, right? So if you guys want the PDF that gives you 20 different ideas on how to start your videos that's specifically designed for HVAC, please put creative down in the comments. Just put creative. And even if you spell it wrong, like I probably would, it's no big deal. Okay, creative is 3 syllables. I'm supposed to speak on a 3rd to 5th grade reading level. That's what we teach in all our classes, y'all. I'm not making fun of anybody that's on here. So that's number one. What was the second thing that you were going to do?
Yeah, we can, if you stay to the end, if you have one video that you want edited out and posted up as a reel, like music, background, all that kind of stuff, captions, animated captions, I'll do one for you for free. That is usually $50 per video. I'll do it free for you.
$50 is cheap. I would hire you for sure.
Yeah.
You might just want to just hire them to help you with all this stuff. Is that a possibility too? Can people just hire you to help them create all this stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the best thing to do to find me. One, you can find my my Facebook profile. It's at J Jordan Harrison. I think .presto, or you can just search my name. You're gonna find me. It's a public created profile. And just hit the follow button or add as a friend, and you're going to see my content blow up your news feed because I practice what I preach. I post 1 to 3 videos a day, or I have other different pieces of content going out every single day. And then if you want to follow me on TikTok, if you're one of those people, it's at J Jordan Harrison. That's just the letter J, Jordan Harrison. You can follow me on there. Instagram is the same thing, at J Jordan Harrison. And you can, any of those platforms you can find me on. Content's going out all the time. It's teaching you how to do this stuff. It's helping you, give you the courage to get on video. Because at the end of the day, like you said at the very beginning of the podcast, the hardest thing for people to do is just get over the fear and start recording.
I promise you guys, it's not as bad as it seems. I remember when I started doing live videos 6 years ago, like I would just freeze up and I would make every excuse in the world to not press that live button. But once, it was just like wrestling, right? Before I get on the mat, like I got all these butterflies, but the minute that whistle blew, they all disappeared. And the moment that you get live and people start responding, like a lot of that fear goes away. And before you know it, it's no big deal. Like we were getting ready to jump on here 6 years ago. I'd have been freaking out, right? It's like second nature now. And listen, here's the other thing. You have to do this for people or they'll never know who you are. You guys have got missions, you've got goals, you've got families to take care of. Listen, doing this is not an option, okay? It's a requirement. It's your duty. It's a responsibility to serve your family, to serve your community, and to grow your business and nurture people inside of that business, right? To help people inside of your own company. Remember, those people that are inside your company, if you're an owner, they don't work for you, you work for them, okay? Your job is to enrich their lives to help them hit their goals, and as a result, you'll hit yours. You can have anything in life you've ever wanted if what? You just help enough other people to get what they want. That being said, baby, do we have any pictures of the upcoming event that's going on? If we do, she's going to throw them up. If not, no big deal. If you guys need training from us, we've actually got a Pigeon Forge event that's coming up here soon, March 9th through the 12th. It's a mansion that's up in the mountains of Pigeon Forge. We've got a theater that's going to seat about 30 of you. We've got some areas throughout the house where we can do some Zooms. We've even got a streaming package for those of you that can't make it out for the March event. But if you can make it out in person, you want to. If you want information on the mansion, just put mansion down in the comments and one of my team members or myself will reach out to you. Also, because you stayed with me till the end, if you put 500 down in the comments, I'm going to give you a $500 gift card that is good towards any of the programs that we've got, even the mansion event. Okay. Jordan, stay on once we get off. We do apologize for all the technical difficulties today, ninjas. I'm moving from this house to a much bigger house within the next 30 days, and I will have a hardwired connection for you and a podcast room, okay? It's going to be 50% bigger than this house. We're going to lose the lake, but we get a much bigger, better house, brand spanking new. It's going to be good. So, Jordan, thank you. I appreciate you. Baby, you can take us out. I'll see you later, ninjas. Put live if you're watching live. Put replay if this is a replay. Peace out.